Good morning, Michael Howard here with the Telecom Expert. Carrie, how you doing this morning?
Doing wonderful, Mike. Glad to have Robert Brown on. Robert, how are you?
Doing great. How are you guys?
Hi, Robert. So, on today's episode of the Telecom Expert, we are glad to have our Utah Salt Lake City voice over IP expert, Robert Brown from YipTel, on the line again with us. And thank you very much in advance, Robert, for continually coming on the air and sharing all your expertise and knowledge with us here. Today we'd like to talk about, Carrie and I noticed on your website that you offer a free trial for businesses to test out voice over IP. And you offer voice over IP in several different flavors. And I'd like to talk a little bit to business owners in the area nationally and there in the Salt Lake City area of what your offer is and how it might benefit them as a business.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks again for your time, guys. And it's nice to be with you and share a few thoughts again. One of the interesting things that I found is that in voice over IP, there's a lot of, I guess, uncertainty or misinformation that's out there. We see a lot from, especially as we compare ourselves to traditional systems. You know, remember, as YipTel, we provide traditional systems that are on-site, premise-based solutions, as well as opportunities to deliver the solutions from the cloud, and as you mentioned, across multiple platforms. But one of the things that we see out there is that people that are not used to the voice over IP space say, oh, well, you know, that product, it'll never work, you know, it's not going to be reliable, your call quality is going to be poor, and those types of things. And so what we recommend to people, and the reason why we built this program, is so that people can actually just get the technology directly in their hands and get an opportunity to understand what it does, how it works, how that voice quality works. Because there can be legitimate concerns when you're coming across an open internet connection about the quality of voice and using voice over IP. But one of the great things is that for most businesses it works extremely well, and it's a great solution. But there are some tests and things like that we can do beforehand, but one of the greatest tests is simply to put the equipment right in your hands and let you guys understand and use it, so that you have the opportunity for yourselves to test it out and hear it and see it and feel it, touch it, understand the functions and capabilities it can provide.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like you said, Robert, it's the experience actually using it and getting rid of those disbeliefs that it doesn't work when it truly is monumental in what it can do and the flexibility that it has. That was a very smart program that you had implemented. So the type of businesses that would benefit, do you recognize or realize, is there a particular industry that does this more often than others, or what businesses is this best suited for?
I don't know if there's a specific industry. It's really best suited for that organization that this is their first opportunity to touch and feel voice over IP. They've heard about it, they've heard about the benefits, the flexibility, you know, its cost savings, all of those types of functions, but maybe they haven't actually used it before, so that they have some questions or concerns. And so that's a great fit for that first-time user, because what we're going to do is we're going to provide, you know, 1 or 2 phones out there to the business. We're going to ship them out there or provide that to the client and walk them through. We take them through the whole process. We walk them through. Here's how you plug in your phones. Here's how they work. You know, test them from home. Test them from your multiple sites and locations. Here's how the call flows work. Here's the desktop interface. Here's the mobile applications. Here's all the different things that these products can do, and we turn everything on so that they have every opportunity to test and try out all the different functions and capabilities of the system. That way, now they have their hands on, they can really determine, is this specific solution the right fit for me? Because one of the uniquenesses about our company is that we have multiple products. So I have 3 different platforms designed for different types of companies, from the most sophisticated call center applications to online chat and integration to desktop and mobile applications to, just across the board for every industry, different functions and capabilities. So once we learn and understand what that company is doing and what they're hoping to accomplish, then we look at the different platforms we have, send them out some equipment on that platform, and then work with them very closely to test and understand it so that they can get that comfort factor. That's really the bottom line, is helping them to be comfortable with the technology and comfortable that this solution is going to deliver exactly what they're looking for. It's almost kind of that, test drivers, that try before you buy type solution. And we see that, 90, somewhere in the high 90s, I don't know the exact number, I was going to quote it, but I don't remember it, but somewhere in the high 90s, 98, 97, somewhere in there, very high percentage of those clients that then take that opportunity to look and understand the product end up moving directly forward with that exact product. Sometimes they'll switch around and change, but it's very interesting. One of the other products that we deliver on a free VoIP trial is our hosted video solution. And that really comes in two different flavors. We have a hosted video conferencing solution that's for general business. It's for that bank, it's for that law firm, it's for that multi-site organization that's has a great sales process. Maybe they're selling a higher end product and they want that personal interaction with their client as they work on those sales and interact with their clients. So they want that higher touch. So now they want to do a high definition video conference call as they provide this. So that's one product, is that video conferencing solution for the general business market. We also have our video conference solution that's for the telehealth market as well. So all of those medical doctors, practices, clinics, hospitals looking to provide telemedicine in the mental health and the general practice, all kinds of different telehealth applications. We found that the free trial on our telehealth product is just phenomenal. And they get an opportunity again to start to see and interact, because NipTel is at the forefront of bringing this technology to the telehealth industry. And so what we find is that a lot of times these practices and doctors are unfamiliar with, well, how is it really going to work, and making sure that they are comfortable again and understand the product. By providing our telehealth product as a free 30-day trial, we'll give them that opportunity to really get their hands in and touch it and feel it and start interacting with patients, and it's just a great opportunity for them.
That's great. That's one of the things that I love about your company, Robert, is the fact that you're multifaceted with your approach and the solutions that you provide, where a lot of times we notice that a lot of companies out there have one position, one game to come into the market with, whereas you're just a full solution provider trying to truly solve the business problems that the businesses have, utilizing technology, whether it's video, voice over IP, premise-based, hosted, really does not matter, and it definitely sets you apart from so many other companies out in the marketplace. So no wonder that it's a high, and let's just give it a 99%, because it should be that high, because there's no hesitation. You leave no room for doubt or speculation with the way that you deliver your opportunity to businesses, and you're a very good communicator as a company. We have, Carrie and I have recognized that over the last several weeks. So that's super. So what I'm hearing then is you offer voice over IP, so that's voice over IP. You offer a compliant HIPAA solution for the medical field. You offer hosted video, and on the voice over IP, you offer it in a premise-based and a hosted a base solution as well, correct?
That's exactly right. Yeah, across those different platforms. Again, it's about meeting the individual needs of our clients. And in some applications, premise-based is the best solution. In some applications, hosted is, or a combination. there's just a lot of different individual needs of the companies that we work with, and that is one of our greatest strengths, is our ability to be very flexible. And even, I even have had some companies that started out and they said, hey, I want to start out hosted, and they were small, and as they grew, then they decided to put in a premise-based solution. I've had companies that have gone the opposite direction, started with a smaller premise base, and as they grew, just loved the flexibility of the hosted platform. And so we actually even take our existing clients and move them from platform to platform as well as their needs and applications grow. And again, that's one of our biggest strengths, is that you don't have to hunt from company to company to find the right solutions. We have multiple products with multiple solutions. And this free VoIP trial is exactly the solution that helps you to get comfortable and understand the technology. Put it in your hands, touch it, feel it, hear that high definition audio, see that crystal clear video technology. It's a phenomenal opportunity for them to really get their hands on it and touch it and feel it.
So the VoIP cloud, correct? I mean, this is a hosted solution.
Yes, so the trials that we provide are cloud-based trials. So even if it's an on-premise solution that they're looking for, we're going to deliver the trial from the cloud. As I mentioned, kind of the way the process works is they either contact us on the website and fill out the form requesting it. They can certainly call us at the 800-752-6110 phone number. So they can either contact us online or give us a phone call. At that point, then what we do is we set up all of their account information. We get the user created and programmed. We get a couple phones, 1 to 2 phones, whatever they request, so that they can then put those physical devices out on site. As I mentioned, we take and we turn on all the different applications, so they can use the desktop and the mobile apps and the video conferencing capabilities, and all of those functions and features are all turned on and available to them, so that they can really get an understanding of the product and exactly what it does. Once they receive the equipment, we help them walk them through the whole process so that they're comfortable with getting the phones plugged in. We place test calls. We show them how the system works. It's not about, here, try this and we hope it works for you. We walk and guide them right through the process because, again, as I mentioned, almost every one of those ends up transitioning onto the product. So we take it very seriously and work very closely with them to answer any questions and concerns and help them understand those technologies. And it works out as a great win-win. It's a win for us because we pick up client after client. It's a win for them because they get to really, if they didn't like this specific platform or that specific type of phone model, we have hundreds of different types of models of phones and applications that we can deliver to them. So it's really about them kind of choosing that opportunity and choosing what we think is best initially, and then we tweak it and modify it and find the right solution for the client.
Well, that makes a lot of sense because, when you were first talking about this, you're going to send equipment, and I just said, hey, I'm interested in this, but I know nothing about it. How much time am I going to have to spend plugging in and figuring out and doing software? It's like, that seems to me like a kind of a big hurdle to overcome, but you just explained the fact that you're actually going to walk them through that process to ensure that they have a good experience with it.
Yeah, we do, and don't worry, when that equipment arrives, it's ready to simply plug and play. So you plug it into the wall, that phone comes right up, and we're on making calls within seconds. So that's actually one of the things that people tend to be most impressed with, is the fact that they can literally take it out of the box, plug it into the wall, and the thing comes up and it's ready to roll. They can log into the portal from anywhere. It's just super smooth and super easy, and they're amazed at how simplistic it is. It's a pretty unique experience.
Yeah, it sounds like it because again, I'm just going to reiterate this because it's this telecom business is so complex. And for somebody to say, well, I'm going to package up, some equipment, I'm going to send it to you, and you're going to see how it works. I'm like, what? So I really like that explanation. Now, here's a follow-up. you do this HIPAA compliant video conferencing, and are there any extra steps that you have to go through with a company that wants to do a trial with that HIPAA compliant equipment?
No. So the HIPAA compliant equipment, that's very interesting, is because our HIPAA or telehealth products are pretty broad, meaning that we have everything from HIPAA compliant fax capabilities to HIPAA compliant video for patient interactions and one-to-one or one-to-many video applications, as well as HIPAA compliant voice over IP for the phone system. And what's very unique is that we can send out a physical phone, like a Polycom video IP video phone. We can send that out to them. They can then take their iPad and go to the download the application, the YipTel mobile application, and then now they can provide video phone calls in between the physical phone and the iPad. And then we can also give them the login so that they can log in and take their physical PC, they can take their phone that's on the desk, they can take their mobile applications, all of these different things, and have a collaborative, doctor interaction or trainings and all these different applications. So when it comes to the telehealth trials, those are my favorite, because there's so many different products that we can tie in, and they can see, oh, really? I didn't know that the phone in my pocket now can become that same device that I'm joining into that video call and helping diagnose this patient, 3 states away. It's a phenomenal product and very flexible and powerful, and we're very on the forefront of delivering these type of technologies. So what I found, especially in the telehealth, is that people have talked about it. They know they want it. They thought it was way too expensive. But now they realize once we can put this in their hands, oh, what was I so nervous about? Or, why did I think this was going to be such a big deal? This is the easiest thing we've ever done, because now the phone's on the desk, I call that extension, it rings, I answer, now we've got video, I can log on, connect people and locations. It's just, the technology has been designed to be extremely powerful, but yet amazingly simplistic and simple to use. So it's literally push the button and connect, and now we're able to easily connect those telehealth applications. So there's a variety of those, again, from the phones to the video capabilities, just lots of different applications that are available. So it's a very powerful tool and very simple for them to use it and apply to their practice.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Now go ahead, Mike.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, with all that said, you definitely eliminate the barrier that stands in front of a business and implementing this great technology in a multitude of different ways. And that, at this point, really, I would just say, Kerry, that we should just allow Robert the opportunity one more time to broadcast his company and his phone number and his website to any business owner that would like to take him up on his offer to see this technology and how it would work in their business and give it a try, because it is a phenomenal package that he is offering. And again, it's a free trial. I mean, there should be no hesitation of a business trying this out and seeing the wonderful world that they could be operating in by using YipTel's different solutions that they offer.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate the time again today. And yes, if there are those companies out there that are looking and trying to understand what technologies would work best for their organizations, we would love to ship out some equipment and provide a solution to them for them on a completely 100% free. We put this technology in and give you, 2-3 weeks, whatever time frame you're looking for. Typically, the trial is a 2-week trial. But if you need a little bit of extra time to get more familiar, or we're changing different options and equipment, we're going to work very closely with that company just to find the right solution for them. But it's 100% free. Again, it's all designed so that they can understand and get their hands on that technology, and then work very closely with us to be able to design and find the right solution. So they can do that by contacting us either on our website at yiptel.com, YIPTEL.com, or they can also give us a call on our 800 number at 800-752-6110.
As always, Robert, thank you very much for being on the air with us, the telecom expert. And until next time, hope you have a great week.
Thanks a lot. See you guys.
Take care.